Well, good morning. This is Deb Zimmerman, and I am calling to speak with Nancy Weston and the wonderful group at the Protestant Memorial Medical Center.
This is Nancy Weston. Good morning.
Wow. Good morning. Well, I am calling today on behalf of the Commission on Magnets, and joining me on the call is Linda Lewis, the director of the Magnet program, and the Magnet staff, particularly Janine Scholl, senior analyst, and Malika Lazans also send their regards. The Commission has reviewed all of your submitted documentation, and we know there was a great deal of it, and we've reviewed the findings from your recent site visit. And as a result of the final review, it is my great honor and privilege to officially notify you that the Commission on Magnets has unanimously voted to credential Protestant Memorial Medical Center as a magnet organization. Now, it sounds like you have a room full of people. Is that
We have an auditorium full. Very exciting.
Oh, how exciting. May I take a little bit of time and share with you specific aspects of your application that the Commission and appraisers found to be extraordinary and exemplary for all magnet organizations?
Please, thank you.
Well, first is a standard, EP1, which is to describe and demonstrate how nurses develop, apply, evaluate, adapt, and modify the professional practice model. And in your organization, you described and demonstrated how the professional practice model lives and breathes, how you developed it, applied it, evaluated it, adapted it, and then have modified it since your last designation. Your incorporation of Watson's theory of caring and practice was absolutely evident. Your schematics provided clarity for your nurses on the three core relationships in relationship-based care. And as you know, relationship-based care is a relationship with patients, relationship with colleagues and peers, and then relationship with self. And examples were provided to demonstrate the evolution of your professional practice during the site visit, and it was seen throughout your entire organization. The appraisers shared with us that during the site visit, there was significant amplification of the relationship-based care model use, and it was really throughout the entire organization, not just within nursing. And example after example of teamwork, staff engagement, commitment to shared goals were seen. There were interviews, discussions about your professional practice model and relationship-based care, and even in a meeting with your president and his description of the upcoming groundbreaking event for the new 94-bed tower as the need to include relationship-based model of care for patients and family was just really extraordinary. Then, in a meeting with your chief informatics officer, described the recent downturn of events as an opportunity for senior leaders and staff to apply relationship-based care at all levels. And you as CNO continued to use the relationship-based care with the unplanned downtime that you've had, and it really just shows how relationship-based care is incorporated in all aspects of your decision-making. And it was absolutely extraordinary, from the boardroom to the bedside, how this is assimilated into your culture. The second exemplar was NK8, which is describe and demonstrate innovations in nursing practice. And this, again, was evident throughout your entire site visit and application. It was evident that you recognize and value innovation, and you foster interdisciplinary projects and partnerships as part of the process of building a culture of innovation. The appraiser said that beginning with the initial meeting with your executive team, there was strong voice, support for innovative clinical and operational practices and outcomes. And during the rounding and interviews with nurses and the hospital interprofessional team, they reported that leaders consistently asked direct care nurses about their ideas for improvement. And according to your clinical staff, the hospital leaders listen and want to understand how we can improve what we do to achieve superior patient care. And that was a direct quote. An OR nurse shared that the president of your organization identified a need for a physical plant, an OR nurse suggested to the president a need for a physical plant modification in the short-term procedure unit. And again, that was supported and able to be implemented. Direct care nurses reported that they are encouraged to the application of relationship-based care model to try new things in order to address and exceed the needs of patients and family expectations. An example also was supported in the implementation of the expansion of nurse-driven innovative practice with a stool transplant project, which really is cutting-edge innovation. And really the list just goes on and on. And when we look at the ability to achieve magnet designation and the ability to sustain it, you really have exemplified that and really are a role model for all magnet organizations. So I just want to, on behalf of the Magnet Commission and the Magnet staff, really congratulate you for all that you have accomplished. It is a testament to your commitment to nursing excellence. And the Commission on Magnet recognizes that it's not only about nursing. You have really work as with the entire interprofessional healthcare team in order to provide outstanding care and deliver outstanding outcomes to your patients. So congratulations. It is our great privilege to once again designate Protestant Memorial Medical Center as a magnet organization.
Thank you very much.
Will you be able to send a contingency to Florida in October?
Oh, we plan on it.
Well, I can't wait to meet you and congratulate you in person. And we will celebrate together this redesignation. I hope the party continues after this call ends, because you have much to celebrate. You are an outstanding organization, and you live and breathe the magnet sources of evidence. Great job, everybody. Thank you. You take care. Bye-bye.
Okay. Well, first of all, let me just say congratulations. It's so exciting. And I promised the group, and I some of you will know the story. I was going to buy a wig, and I promised the group that I'd put these on, but I accidentally broke them last night. There's a story behind this. You all know Dr. Brooks, our lead need a Fraser. She bought a pair of these. I found her in the gift shop buying a pair of these, and she was so excited because they light up and everything. So when they were at the sale across the hallway, I said, I gotta buy these. When I first started at Memorial Hospital in 2003, the nursing department wasn't what it is today. And I really contributed that to the journey of us becoming a magnet organization and our redesignation, really in being foundational for a strong nursing department it is today. Memorial is among an elite group of hospitals, as you heard. There are 391 hospitals that have this designation. And so that only represents about 6% of hospitals in the United States. The magnet designation recognizes the work accomplished at the hospital, Memorial Care Center, and Memorial Home Health. At times, there's still a bit of mystery surrounding the magnet status and what it means. But magnet recognition program focuses on advancing 3 goals: promoting quality in a setting that supports professional practice, identifying excellence in the delivery of nursing services to our patients and their families, disseminating best practices in nursing service. The goals of the program must be demonstrated by meeting standards in the domains of transformational leadership, structural empowerment, exemplary professional practice, new knowledge and innovation, and empirical outcomes. The accreditation process is very rigorous, and the redesignation process is even more rigorous because they set higher standards on certain levels of those domains. This journey has been exhausting quite frequently at times, but it's well worth the journey. This recognition is not easy to achieve, and many organizations are not able to meet the criteria required for magnet. You cannot buy this recognition. It is earned, and you all deserve it. Our redesignation is a tribute to everyone in this organization for their sustained commitment to excellence. I would like to acknowledge the hospital board and Mr. Turner for their incredible support for the magnet process. I was okay till I looked at you. To the medical staff, I appreciate your support in nursing and the collaboration that we have in patient care. To the auxiliary, thank you for everything that you do for our organization, and thank you for everything you did to help us achieve this redesignation. To all of the staff at Memorial, thank you. Everyone was integral at this designation. I'd like to recognize Marion White, our magnet program. Recognition was well deserved. Marion has been in this position prior to our initial designation and now our redesignation. And you truly championed this process, and it's a pleasure and honor working with you. Thank you. I'd also like to recognize my assistant, Lori Lukey. Lori just has this innate ability to know what needs to be done, and he just makes it happen. So thank you, Lori. And lastly, I want to thank my husband, who's my best friend. I simply cannot express in words how very proud and honored I am to work at Memorial Hospital. And let's celebrate.
What is the day for celebration? Great news. I think many of us felt pretty strongly this is what we would receive when we did receive the phone call. Obviously, I want to thank everybody. I want to especially recognize Nancy and her team, Marion, Lori, everybody else that has served. It is a team approach, and that goes all the way down to the front line and everybody. So again, thank you. I think this is really important for us, not only because it represents nursing excellence, and that's really putting in a paraphrase what this represents to the community at large. All right, they don't understand all of the standards completely, but they do understand only 6% of the hospitals can achieve this. It's tied to nursing excellence, and then they see it when they're in here. Now, I can tell you, I've been here for 9 years, a little over 9 years, been the CEO of the hospital for just over 7. And in that 7 years, it started off going to community events, hearing a few positives and a few negatives about the care. And now it's going to community events, and other than when we did the new signage, that was the talk of the town. But other than that, it's always about the good care. Okay, I was at an event this morning, and I got the same thing. And at times, I got to make sure I really appreciate that how the needle has really turned. All right, and this is part and parcel. It is our DNA, who we are, and we are separating ourselves from the competition, at least on this side of the river. Okay. And that is important. It's not so much that that's the objective, but it's the pursuit of excellence. And we are making more headway on that road than anybody else is, again, in the Metro East. And this is a large part of it, because it's ultimately all about the patient. We get caught up in everything else that goes on sometimes, but it's about the patient, their care, which includes the family. So we are a hospital community taking care of our neighbors, our community. So it's community members taking care of each other is really what we are as a community hospital. And I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate the journey. I appreciate the work. I'm impressed by the volume of paperwork that goes into it, and what everybody else does. So, I think our board is incredibly supportive at the hospital. The support, and I am 100% locked and loaded into Magnet, okay, and I was before I came, okay, but I especially am now after seeing what it's done for our organization. We're entering an incredibly tough time to be a hospital, to be a healthcare worker. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like 5 or 6 years from now, because the changes are so significant. But I do know, okay, that as we go into this change, this battle, whatever you want to call it, okay, this is the right team to be on. We have the right players, okay, and I appreciate it. And I know that we will not only survive, but we will thrive during this time. But we will experience some significant change. And I just want to say thank you in advance for that. And we want to maintain our Magnet accreditation forever. All right, that is our goal and our objective. So again, thank you.
I won't be here forever, though.
Just a minute to say thanks to all of you in the room. Thanks for coming today. We do realize that this is a recognition of excellence that is supported by everybody on the entire team. I thank the Magnet Steering Committee and Magnet Union Champions in particular. They're really the glue that made this come together, and I'm forever grateful. I think you all know I hold Nancy in the highest regard. She is the definition of a transformational leader. Has taken us to a place we didn't even know we wanted to go. We didn't know we wanted to be Magnet. Once we were Magnet, we sure didn't want to let it go. Mr. Turner and Board of Directors, Auxiliary, everyone that Nancy named, I also am so grateful. Very proud to be part of a project that gets to showcase the commitment of every person at Memorial Hospital. Final word to my dear husband, Bob. Lots of late nights and some sad moments, and always supportive and loving, and I just love you, dear. Thanks, everyone. Congratulations.